Hello friends, very good morning to one and all present here. Friends, in this video, I would like to discuss the syllabus of business laws paper for BCom Honors Semester 1 and for BCom Semester 1, which is as per NEP implemented by the Department of Commerce, DU, with effect from academic year 2022 and 23. Friends, before I discuss the syllabus, I would like to share with you all that I have developed many videos, about 70 videos for this business laws paper. So all the students who are going to seek admission in BCom Honors, SEM-1 and BCom Semester 1 in Delhi University or in any university where there is this business laws paper. So you can all go through my videos. You can watch the videos. If you have any query, do write in the comments section. I will definitely answer. So happy learning to all of you friends. Now I'm going to begin this syllabus. So business laws paper is one of the discipline specific core paper. This is DSC2, business laws. Now, as far as credits are concerned, there are 4 credits for this paper. There are 4 credits for this paper and the lectures are 3. So the teachers will be covering this, will be having 3 lectures in a week with 1 tutorial. Since you people are new to the college and you do not know this tutorial concept, in the college, friends, teachers are supposed to meet the students in a group of 10 to 15 students. And whichever problem you have, you can always discuss with your teacher and teacher will definitely solve your queries. So this is the meaning of the term tutorial. Just a small group, consisting of 8 to 10 students or maybe 15 students, they meet the teacher and, they always ask their queries which are answered by the teacher. And there's no practical component in this business laws paper. Now, moving ahead, friends, what are the learning objectives of this paper? Now, the learning objectives of the paper to impart basic knowledge of the important business laws relevant for the inception and conduct of general and business activities with relevant case laws. There are many case laws which I have also taken up in my videos and which your teachers will also discuss. Case laws are Indian as well as English case laws. And the learning outcomes after, learning this business law paper, okay, so what you will be able to learn after completion of syllabus for business laws paper? Examine various aspects of contracts, vice versa, agreements, and subsequently enter into valid business propositions. So various aspects of contract, you will be able to know what is the difference between contract and agreement. Okay. And the second outcome is describe various modes of discharge of contract and remedies available in case of breach of contract. Now, these are the chapters under the second unit, which I will discuss later. Then recognize and differentiate between the special contracts. This is the third unit. Okay, special contracts is the third unit. 3 chapters are there. This also I will be covering in my videos. Analyze the rights and obligations under the Sale of Goods Act. The Sale of Goods Act is Unit number 4 under this business laws syllabus. Apply skills to form and manage entrepreneurial ventures as LLP. So LLP is one of the ventures. Okay, LLP is a hybrid which contains the advantages of company as well as traditional partnership. So moving ahead, friends, now what is the weightage of marks in terms of percentage? There are 5 units in the syllabi of BCom Honors as well as BCom program. The first unit is Indian Contract Act 1872. This is out of 100 marks paper. Okay, so this will be of 25%. 25% out of 100 will be given to this ICA 1872. Then Unit 2, discharge of contract and remedies for breach. This has got 10%. Then Unit 3, introduction to special contracts. This also has got 10%. The Sale of Goods Act has got 25% and the LLP Act has got 30%. So there are 2 units, Unit 1 and Unit 4, which has got the same weightage, which is 25%. And Unit 2 and 3 have got the same weightage and the maximum weightage has been given to LLP Act, which is 30%. Moving ahead, friends, this is DSC paper number 2. So the first unit is the Indian Contract Act 1872. So in this video, now I'll be discussing in brief these various units, Unit 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Unit 1, it has got 10 chapters. Meaning, characteristics and kinds, essentials of valid contract, offer and acceptance, consideration, contractual capacity, free consent, the legality of objects, word agreements, and quasi contracts. So friends, there are 10 chapters here. 8 chapters are there in this first unit, and remaining 2 chapters have been covered this time under unit number 2. So meaning of contract. What are the different kinds of contract? How is the term contract different from agreement? Which term is wider term? What are the essentials of valid contract? Okay, what is offer? What is acceptance? So you own all these, friends: offer and acceptance, consideration, contractual capacity, free consent, legality of objects, word agreements, quasi contracts. There is one full chapter on each essential. One full chapter on offer and acceptance, one full chapter on consideration, then one full chapter on contractual capacity, free consent, legality of object, separate chapter on word agreement and quasi contracts. So in my videos, I have covered, introduction to Unit 1, introduction to Unit 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then all the chapters, all 22 chapters, as per new syllabus, they have been covered in my videos. So you all watch my videos, and then if you have any query, do write in the comment section. I will definitely answer at the earliest. So coming to unit number 2, discharge of contract and remedies for breach of contract. How is the contract discharged? Contract, once it takes place, okay, so then, it needs to be performed. So performance is one of the ways in which the contract gets discharged. Discharge means how the contract comes to an end. Termination of contract. And if in the contract, either party does not fulfill his part of obligation, then what are the rights available to the injured party or aggrieved party? We do talk about 2 parties. One is the injured party, other is the guilty party. So what are the remedies available to the injured party or aggrieved party in case of breach of contract? So this breach is chapter number 10, which I have covered all remedies in case of breach. Then modes of discharge of contract, performance of contract, mutual. These all are the various modes of discharge of contract up to operation of law. How the contract comes to an end? There are 5 to 6 ways in which the contract comes to an end. What is breach? Breach is non-fulfillment of the respective obligation under the contract. Breach can be of two types. One is actual breach and second is anticipatory breach. Then all these are the remedies, rescission, then suit for damages, quantum merit, suit for specific performance, and suit for injunction. Then moving ahead, friends, unit 3, which is introduction to special contracts. There are 3 special contracts here. One is indemnity and guarantee. Second is contract of bailment and pledge. And third is contract of agency. Okay, all these special contracts, how is the bailment different from pledge? How is the contract of indemnity different from guarantee? And contract of agency, at least you have studied the term delegation of authority. Okay, so in contract of agency, who is the principal, who is the agent, how is the contract of agency created, what is the personal liability of the agent, and how is the principal liable for the acts of the agent. So you will be studying all these terms. Now next is Sale of Goods Act 1930, which is unit number 4. You all entered into the contract of sale. So you are the buyer, okay, and some of you will be starting your own business after you graduate or even after post-graduation, then you will become the seller. So contract of sale. What is contract of sale? How is contract of sale different from agreement to sell? What is the condition? What is the warranty? What is the difference between the two? Transfer of ownership in goods. Because when we talk about sale, mainly we talk about how is ownership transferred from the seller to the buyer. Remember, friends, contract of sale is always concerned with movable goods. For immovable goods, we are having a separate act, just known as the Transfer of Immovable Property Act. The general rule of law is anybody who is not the owner cannot make a valid sale. But there are some exceptional cases where even non-owner can also make a valid sale. Then what is performance of contract of sale? How is the contract of sale performed? Who is an unpaid seller? As the name implies, the seller who has not been paid what? Part of the amount or whole of the amount. This is a simple meaning of the term unpaid seller. But I'll take up in detail. I have taken, the detailed meaning of unpaid seller in my videos. Then meaning and rights of an unpaid seller against the goods. Even they have been covered. Under 3 headings, 2 headings, and then all rights of unpaid seller against the goods have been covered. Coming to unit number 5, which is LLP Act 2008. Salient features of LLP, nature of LLP, small LLP, differentiate between LLP and partnership. How is LLP different from company? What is LLP agreement, which is not mandatory in case of LLP? Incorporation document is one of the very important documents pertaining to registration or incorporation of LLP. And then incorporation by registration, registered office of LLP and change therein, change and rectification of name of LLP. So it is must on the part of LLP to have registered office. Registered office is the place where all documents are to be, addressed. and change therein. If LLP has a registered office in Delhi but wants to change registered office from Delhi to some other state, then what is the procedure which has to be followed by the partners? Change and rectification of the name of LLP. LLP has been set up with particular name, and now the LLP partners, they want to change some name, or the registrar finds that the name is not desirable in the opinion of the central government. Then, LLP partners need to change that name. What is the procedure for that? Okay, so that also you will discuss under the LLP Act. Partners and designated partners. Who are partners? And when is the partner qualified to become partner of LLP? What do you understand by the term designated partner? When is any person not qualified to become designated partner? Partners and their relations, how are they determined? Then what is the extent and limitation of liability of LLP and its partners? Is it limited or unlimited? It is not unlimited, it is limited up to the amount of contribution. Whistleblowing term is a very important term where protection has been given to the partner employees under Section 31 of the LLP Act 2008. Conversion into LLP. How can the traditional partner be converted into LLP? Or how can the LLC be converted into LLP? So which are the various steps involved? Friends, I have just introduced the various units in brief. In detail, I'll be covering under various chapters, but again, introduction to each unit have been covered in my videos. Now, practical exercises. The learners are required to identify components of valid contracts present in the rent agreement, sale deed, appointment letters used or seen in day-to-day life. Rent agreement, you all know, which takes place between the landlord and the tenant regarding the sale and buying of property. Sale deed, when the goods are sold, sale deed is prepared. Appointment letters, which are to be issued by the employer to the employee. So you'll be able to learn all these, what are the terms and conditions of the rent agreement or sale deed or appointment letters, and then you'll be able to identify and enumerate types of damages in the case of breach of contract under different real life situations. Damages can be of 4 types: nominal damages, then direct damages, indirect damages, then punitive damages. Direct damages, they're also known as general damages. Then indirect damages, they're also known as special damages. Then nominal damages, and the last one is punitive, which are also known as exemplary damages. You'll be able to prepare the list of gratuitous and non-gratuitous bailment. Gratuitous is without reward or consideration. And when we talk about the non-gratuitous term, this is with reward or consideration. Friends, you all entered into these types of contracts in your day-to-day life. Okay, so if you go to the market and you want to get the book on rent basis or hire basis from the bookseller shop, then this is the example of non-gratuitous payment. Then you'll be able to analyze some case studies, where caveat emptor is applicable. Caveat emptor term, you all know. Let the buyer beware. It is caveat venditus is applicable. So certain case studies also I will take up in my videos. To examine the run form, a run and fill form, these are the 2 forms pertaining to the registration of LLP. Okay, so I'll take up in my videos and I will discuss this run and fill it. So friends, in my videos, I have covered, I've introduced syllabus today, syllabus of BCom and BCom Honors Semester 1. So friends, business law paper is a new paper for all of you, but it is, I tell you, it is very, very interesting paper. It's a new paper, but it is very, very interesting and securing paper. You get very good marks if you write the answer in the proper way. Okay, friends, it's all about today. Today's video class. We'll meet very soon. Keep watching my videos. Do subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed yet. Okay, friends, goodbye. Keep smiling always.